Well, there was no screwing around tonight. We got her in and out. I'm sorry I'm late. Just there's a lot of things going on. I'm working on boxing in the trailing edge. I thought I'd show you an easy way to get these pieces cut. And another thing I'm not going to do on this is normally I fill this in solid. I ain't going to bother with that. I'm just going to do the large bays here. As you can see, this, there's going to be a hole here. I'm not going to worry about in between these short spans. It's not worth it. But I've taken a measurement with a machinist scale, and we need 21/64. I actually need to move this one. It's a little different for this side. Not a big deal. Let's see, this one here is, oh, that'll probably work. What you do here is I've just got a piece of scrap plywood, or you can glue it to your bench if you got it. You take your square and you CA a stop down on your square. Then you measure over your measurement and you put a stop up here. So all you got to do is run this up till it's flush and take the square and run it up to the stop like so. And cut your piece. We need 7 pieces. This one here I screwed up. That's a pretty handy little trick if you're. We need to get this square again. It kind of got out of square a little bit. Not that it would matter, but I like square. Won't be a long video tonight because it's Sunday night. Got to go to work tomorrow. Of course, I didn't do much this weekend. We didn't go flying. Didn't go over to John's. He had work to do over his house. So I basically stayed in, watched TV, watched the Top Gun movie, and if you haven't seen that movie, it's a good movie. I wish I could have saw it on the big screen, but this will be the last one I cut right here. Got 13 watchers. Like, subscribe, and share, and super chat if you can. Our channel is really hurting right now. I don't know why YouTube's got me on AdSense has got me on restriction. So Charles, if you're watching, that's why I haven't taken care of you, because I'm restricted. Gotta pay for all this stuff out of pocket. Nobody's helping. Alright, so now we're gonna get a weight on this wing. I'll show you what that weighs. guess we could make another. We can make the top sheet. You know, we're close to. I think it was 6.5 ounces on this wing. So it'll be a 10-ounce wing finished with flaps, with horn. Pretty good. Beats the hell out of the 16-ounce wing of a Magnum. But I knew foam is heavy. You know, they say, well, the foam wing's only an ounce heavier. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. So we need to move all this crap. I need the glue. I don't need this right yet. I probably won't need these real quick. I'll need that. I won't need this. All right, let me change angles here. And we'll see if we can get you the better picture. Okay. If I measured right and cut right and did everything right, which I don't know that I did or not, because this is live action. This is not edited video where the guys don't make mistakes because they've edited it out. So I need to fill in the rest of these areas here. Let me see if we can get a better picture. Zoom it in. Now just take the number 22 blade and I hold this with 22 and set it in there. Looks like I've cut it a little big, maybe. No, perfect. Now we're going to fill the center section in because I'm going to add another piece to lock that trailing edge together. So I want this on the rib. Hey T-Bone. I'm going to have a dent in that. I'm going to have to fill that. Oh well. Oh well. I'll do that after it's covered. I got a spot right here that's got a low spot. Oh well. I'm going to need a little block in there. I forgot about that. So, yeah, I need a little block in there. So, what are we going to do for a little block? We'll get a piece of what? I don't want to cut the good stuff up. Let's cut a piece of this up. So, it's going to be... Shit. I don't like that. I didn't like that. There we go. You know what? I'll make it a little bigger and put an angle on it. Almost forgot. I have to have hinge blocks in the center of it for the horn. Otherwise, the horn could pull out. Not likely, but now we can leave just enough to perfect. Gotta have something for, hey Jim, gotta have something for that tang to glue into, so don't forget those blocks. Super important. Won't be a super long video tonight. You guys are probably tired of me anyway. Now what we've done here, I'm going to sand that little thing off there and then put a cross grain sheet of 1/8 inch to tie the trailing edge together. Is it necessary? I don't know. Can't hurt though. I'm working on wingtips too. I'm going to build up wingtips. I should mold them, but I just don't feel like putting in all that work. This flat spot here really has me pissed off. Okay. Now I got a little hump there. We'll sand that off. Now we know it was 21:30. So we'll set my stripper for 21:30. 21:30. This is a piece of 3/16. I need to find a piece of 1/8. Piece of 1/8. We got one. No, we got other stuff. Piece of 8. There we go. This is a hard piece of 1/8 right here. Close. We don't need the whole length, so I'll just cut a piece off. You know what? We better. It'll be fine. If you ain't got one of these back saws, you better get one. These are the kicker here. Beats the heck out of a Zona saw. Okay, the grain on this shear webbing went this way, but the grain on the connection piece is going parallel to the ground. We want this to fit real good, so this joins the trailing edge together. We need how much more off of there? Nothing. It looks pretty good. my thumb to it. Yeah, I knew it. There we go, we got it. Shit. Didn't need no more. Okay, that ties the trailing edge together. If that makes sense. Now, I put these compression spars in. They're not glued in yet because I need the clearance. The R2 and L2, which is right here. I've got to round that out, so the bell crank will completely clear everything. So I'll be spending a little time on that. You know, I got a couple of airplanes going here. I got the Magnum and this one. And I really don't have a game plan. This airplane is for 23. I'd like to have it done, I don't know, by Christmas. That way if we get any, you know, when I was in St. Louis, we get weather in February that was 75 degrees, 80 degrees. In February, we go fly. But here, I don't know. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here anyway, but what goes on here, it's terrible weather. Midwest is terrible. I need to move to California or Texas. I think Texas would probably be better. Matter of fact, I know Texas would be better. I've put the cradles away for this so that I have some room to play, but I do have some styrofoam that I can rest it on, which is, we use these here. These are the Magnum cradles. We can rest it on that so I don't put any dents in it. I'm going to have to fill this sheeting spot here. It's going to take some super fill. What are you going to do? And I also need to knock down these edges here with this. I got the cap strips up too far. putty right there. Of course, I'm going to use that carbon veil on this, so no primer, carbon veil. Hey, good evening. And my wings don't fold. The most important part of a non-folding wing is this part right here. I was gonna cut the holes in these, but you know it's such an important structural part that the 2 grams that this will give, 4 holes will give me, ain't worth it. So I'm gonna leave these solid. But this here glues up against the 3/16 sheeting. The shear webbing is running up and down this way between the ribs all the way out to the end of the landing gear, so the load is spread all the way across. This trailing edge is boxed in, plus a joiner in the center. As long as you don't, you know, most wings fold right here. They don't fold here, they fold right here. Do not sand the sheeting. You cannot sand the sheeting. If you sand the sheeting thin right here, you'll create a stress riser and it'll go whoop and fold right off. Well, Jim, you have it on great authority from a higher power about that situation. Which I do not doubt, for the simple fact they both did it. Okay, let's see what this thing weighs. That's the most important part. It is to me anyway. Bell crank's in it. Lead outs are in it. Basically all together. I got to get the cap strips on the bottom, but 220 grams, 7 3/4 ounces, plus this 795, it'll be 8 ounces. Let's add the tips. $835. $835. Where is my flat wood here? 72, 73, 82, 63. Here we go. This is just a guess. This is the flaps and the horn. It'll be a 10.5 ounce wing, because I get both flaps out of one piece. So we'll just add the horn. 10.5 ounce wing. That's pretty darn good for a wing this size. It's 710 square inches. Of course, we've got to add for a tip box, so 11 ounce wing. That will include the hinges, the horn, the tips, the box, everything ready to go. 11 ounces. Even if I got to 12, that'd be not bad. With it covered, it'll be 13, about 13 ounces. 13, and then we'll build a fuselage for 7. That's 20, 23, 23. We'll have a 25-ounce airframe, a 6-ounce finish, 31 plus 25 ounces of hardware. Yeah, we'll be under 60 ounces if I watch everything really close on this one. And that's how you get a light airplane. You just keep watching everything, what you're putting on it. And the paint job is not what you put on, it's what you take off. Of course, it does help not to put any on it too, but let's make another piece of sheeting for the other side. Still got to cut my tank box in, but I can't do that until I figure out I got to take the tank out of that one and put it up on the mounts. So I need to finish gluing this piece. "32 minutes. We'll stay on just a few minutes more. And then I gotta hit the rack because it's up early in the morning to wire trucks and build dump trucks and all kind of garbage. So we got sheeting on this side. You can feel anything, you didn't sand it enough. And this joint here is pretty critical because it sticks out like a sore thumb. So I need to make another one of them. Got a 13-gram piece in here. Let's see, it's the same thickness. Not to really. There we go. Yeah. About that later. Worry about that on the next go around. Gotta be there. think I need a new blade. It's starting to tear the wood. Should be alright though. Should be okay for this. Hope. You love the angled ribs, yeah? It's a lot stronger that way. We need a new life blade. Its blade is dragging. Courtesy of my Australian friend. He's really helped me out a lot. Got the right stuff. And these blades get dull pretty quick. John was telling me he was looking at an ad that they're selling contest wood 7 to 9 pounds. My junk wood is lighter than that. 7 to 9 pound contest wood. Give me a break. They must think we're stupid. I bet the free flight guys are loving that. Okay. That's the top. This is the bottom. Let's see how close things fit. I guess I could put it in without these on there. I'm gonna have to deal with that later. have to leave them in there because I gotta pop the hole in it. Yep. Enough. It's close enough. Yeah, you'll save a lot of weight when you go wood, if you can get light wood. And seeing as you have your own hot wire, and you can make this lost foam jig yourself, no problem. We just need to get this close. We'll get her close for now. Well, you get the idea anyway. What's going on here? What's going on here? I'm gonna have to wait to do this bottom piece till I get these glued in. But I got them cut anyway. We'll work on that tomorrow. I need to grind out the spar before I glue these pieces on. The shear webbing, R1, R2. That's not even close to where it belongs. Goes right there. That's going to go to the right some more. So we have to fiddle fart and get it fitted right, because this is a pretty important part of the project. So I'm not gonna rush it, go any farther tonight on it. I'll tomorrow when I come home from work, I'll fit that. Get this one glued in. Space the bell crank so that it floats in the right spot, because it's not in the right spot. Now, get the push rod on it. Only an hour or so away of having the bell crank fitted. Once I get that done, then I'll do the cap strips on the other side. And then we can start working on the tips. Alright, sorry for the late presentation. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow night. Fair winds, tight lines. I hope you're learning something on my streams. That's basically what I'm trying to do, is trying to educate the backyard engineering guys. If it doesn't look right, it probably ain't. No problem, Jason. You have a good evening. Fair winds, tight lines. We'll see you tomorrow night.